We're here at Flipside Music, and as usual, the live stream rig doesn't work. Yeah. Because why would it work ever? Yeah. Also, Derek, comment on that link because it's a new link because it was set up for the encoder before.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need to send everybody over to the other link on the page. Thanks for bearing with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, as always.
We're good. We have audio.
Okay. We just got to send people to that link, so if you don't mind, Luke, comment on that.
Yeah.
There we go. Got a couple folks
There we
coming
go.
in. How's it going, everybody? Yo. I wonder if this is gonna clip the laptop mic. For anyone who's on here, how does that sound?
Is it coming through okay?
He's coming through.
Can you set it up so we can see the comments, Luke? On there?
Yeah, I can try to.
Yeah, we might have to just monitor off this thing.
No, you're good.
There we go.
So, how's it going, guys? We actually had a very strange issue today. Everything actually was working audio-wise, and the ATEM didn't want to go live. We entered the key, we clicked go live, it lit up that it was live, and it wasn't.
So how does that sound for you guys?
Someone says, not bad. So that's great. I guess Apple did something right with the mics on their laptops. Yeah.
It's a waste that we have like $100,000 worth of streaming gear. When we could just use a MacBook Pro.
Literally.
There we go.
Sweet.
So,
Cool. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Luke's fault. I will say I don't really know. I think it was ATEM's fault because everything was metering the way it was supposed to. It literally were hitting go live and it illuminated go live and it didn't. So we're back on the laptop. So thanks for joining. If you guys don't mind, go comment on the other stream and just let people know that we're at this link here now. Really appreciate it.
yep, and I'm going to be using my phone to read you guys' comments because I'm way too blind to read off of a tiny laptop screen from
I
10 feet away.
I can barely see it.
Or 4.5 feet away.
Oh, Ronnie says I need to play Les Pauls. I can see that, and that's
Yeah.
bad. Oh, they say the tone's good. Okay, the laptop's doing the job.
Great.
We're good to go.
So the new amp that we have for you guys, I know a bunch of you guys are hoping that it's the Generator 50. Not yet, but soon.
It's coming.
So
It is coming.
I will tell you guys that it is here, and the fine people that have joined us in person get to see it, but you guys don't get to see it yet. So that's how soon it's coming.
Yeah.
Is that
We have it physically
yes.
with us. It's going to be at the old NAMM show,
Yep.
as is this.
Yes.
Which is what we're revealing today, and it might look like a 120
Because it is.
because it is.
Yeah.
But it's different.
Yeah, so, we kind of alluded to this a little bit on the live stream, last week or the week before, where we were talking about the fact that 2024 marks Rev's 10-year anniversary. And Dan and I had been sitting and talking over the last few months about, what was something that we could do that, would just be kind of cool to kind of commemorate that for us. Because for us, it's a pretty big milestone to be at 10 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's not that I didn't think we would get there when we started, but it was hard to think that far into the future. So he let me know that he had been, kind of messing around with the drive channel specifically, but every channel, but specifically the drive channels on the 120. And over the years, he's done different mods and different tweaks. Like I remember on the Mark 1s, there was this bass mod that he did right away.
Yeah.
Like within the first 5 or 10 amps, and you brought your amp back to get the bass mod
He
done.
modded it, yeah. I think mine has been modded 3 or 4 times now, my Mark 1. But,
Yeah.
but initially when he was voicing the Mark 2, he texted me and he's like, yo, I gotta fix your amp. Bring it by. I fixed the low end.
Yeah.
And I like a Frankenstein generator now. It's like a mix of
Yeah.
everything. so yeah.
over the years, he's just continued to tweak with stuff, and we had a couple of issues with supply in the last year on certain things that I'm not going to talk too much about, just because some of our suppliers might watch.
Is there a door over there we can close?
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
that's fine.
Okay.
We decided that we were going to redesign the front and back plates of the amps to kind of suit supply a little bit easier, do some more stuff that we could do in-house. So when we did that, Dan was like, well, I've also been working on just kind of a little bit different circuit that, would bring in a little bit more top end and make it a little bit more raw and a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Because Dan, much to my eternal dismay, is constantly tweaking things. And, back in the Mark 1 series, like I was saying before, we ended up having, I think, like revisions A through like C or D. And then we moved to Mark 2, and there was a couple of different revisions within Mark 2. And there has been no revisions to Mark 3 until now.
And I think what we realized is that although the Mark III is like the kind of ultimate amp that we've made, it kind of hit all the points that we wanted to, there were still attributes about the other amps, like the Mark I and the Mark II, that people did enjoy.
Yep.
And kind of the idea with this was to bring together all of the aspects of all the generations of the generator together that we liked.
Well, he's continued to refine things, and it's almost the drive has gotten like smoother.
With the
like
regular
as it goes
yeah.
through like either different revisions or different Mark series. And I remember when we did the Mark III, I had buddies who had the Mark II, specifically the 100p Mark II, where they really felt like the purple channel on it was different than the purple channel on the Mark III, because Dan had made changes based off of what he felt like doing, and I think based off of commentary he got from players. So with the Mark III, it kind of moves a little bit further back as far as like more of the like raw and aggressive type tones that he was originally going after.
The mid-range cuts a lot more. It's a little more hairy. And I think there was something to be said for the smoothness before, but I think this kind of hits both sides of it, where it's like, it still sounds like the generator, it's still tight, it's still clear, but it's more aggressive,
Yeah.
Like it's like the purple channel especially, like phone fell off here for a second. There you go. It's bigger, it's more aggressive, it cuts more, it's clear still.
It's just different. I also want to reiterate this, or like emphasize this, I should say, is that the difference between, like, this isn't a Mark IV series amp or anything. There hasn't been any feature set change in the amp. It's just slightly different gain, saturation, and EQ based off of what Dan wanted to do as kind of a throwback and nod to where he started and what he was really going for. And he told me that he was kind of basing it a lot off of the types of music and bands that he was listening to 10 years ago when he was designing the first generator, and like what would he like to hear from that, or how could he get closer to kind of some of the stuff that he was listening to. So for everybody who's immediately going to ask, can I have my revision A upgraded to revision B? No. Unfortunately, the way that the mod is done, it would mean a mainboard change in order for it to happen. We're also not telling you that you should run out and sell your revision A and buy a revision B or buy a 10th anniversary.
There's only 200.
Yes, there's only 200 of the anniversary edition. So they're the ones with like brushed silver plates and with the 10th anniversary graphics on it, and in the Bronco black Tolex head shell. After that, any new generators that are ordered will be revision B circuits, because we were changing chassis design and a lot of things to accommodate it, and that's part of the change. So yeah, but it's not like if you own a revision A, you're gonna feel like your amp is obsolete. I mean, you have a revision A over at the blasting room, and you've heard this. This is
we have some friends here with us. You can't see them, but we have we have some pals here, which is great.
Yeah. So just to make sure everybody's aware of that, because I know that's going to be the first thing that the internet wants to say is like, damn it, I just bought one and now there's this.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's it.
So
the differences are primarily in the gain channels. I mean, everything is a bit more open for sure, frequency wise. But yeah, the biggest revisions were in those high gain channels, and it's primarily like a mid range thing and just an overall gain structure thing. Like, not gain structure, same amount of gain, but just, I don't know, it's just a little hairier,
Yep, and we are shipping these with EL34s, not with 6L6s, which also contributes a little bit to how it sounds a little bit more aggressive right now.
Luke, it's not 6L6, it's EL34.
Yeah, in the comments. Sorry, bud.
Yeah.
Luke, you screwed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't built any of these, so.
Yeah, no, you're good. It's funny though, because even in the sell sheet it was 6L6 and we switched it, but that was something that we just kind of experimented with. It wasn't wasn't really like consciously like we're gonna do a new one with different tubes. It was like when Dan brought in the revision B, we were just trying different tubes, and we were trying different tubes with the G50 as well. And
Yeah, no, I was gonna say you can just tell them it's because the G50 is an EL34 amp.
Yeah, and it was
gonna come out soon enough that they can see it.
Yeah.
So
and I think like you guys both were big 6L6 fans.
Yeah.
As am I. Dorian always was like
34s.
put 34s
Yeah.
in it, man.
He's a Marshall guy through and through.
Yeah, and then I just remember like we had the 50 in there, and you're like, yeah, that's cool. And then we put the EL34s, and you came back in, and you're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
like what is that? So that definitely contributes a little bit to the aggression because they break up a bit easier. Yeah. Anthony's still rocking the KG66. Nice.
So these will be available through all of your favorite retailers. You can order them. No one will have stock yet. We were just wanting to announce it because we were showing people on the road show. And we've got other stuff to show at NAMM. So we figured we would debut that tonight on the live stream for you guys. So yeah, you should be able to get them through your favorite retailers. Flipside's going to have one. So you can email them and order one up if you want. Like Sam said, they're limited to 200 units with this like the 10th anniversary aesthetics and
yeah.
So
Yeah, and then after that, the revision B is how they're going to be
yeah,
made. Yeah.
standard black chassis plates and stuff.
Yeah.
I should keep my phone.
Where was the 91 last night? Legit had so many other nice guitars.
Yeah.
We just wanted to use their guitars.
It was
Lots of nice
it
guitars
was
here,
there
too.
in the back because it was so cold. Like we got there and it was like negative for the Americans. I think it was like negative 15 or something like that, or negative 10, and for the Canadians it was like minus 35 with the wind.
It was crazy last night.
So our guitars, I mean, I forgot, like, this is the first time we've done the road show in January. Like, since we started doing these, we've always been out, like, in the early spring or, like, late winter, which for Americans, late winter is nothing like what winter is like in Canada.
No.
So, I mean, when we got to Fargo on Monday night and we pulled the amps out of the back of the truck, I mean, this whole plate was white and all of the knobs were completely white because it was all frosted over. And
Basil says
It was-
Derek has formidable calves.
yeah, do I? Oh, thank you.
It's this angle.
Thank you. I've been working on getting as fat as I possibly can. As soon as I got into the States, I was like, Jimmy John's, and I bought 2 sandwiches.
He's not lying. He did.
No, I did.
I was like, "You getting 2?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
That's just like
Road
normal.
sandwich butt.
Yeah. Road rockets, but Sandos. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah, so some of the gear didn't make its way into everywhere just because of how cold everything was. And Sam took my Schecter out because it's already all checked. We were kind of like, yeah, nothing really terrible is going to happen to it. So
I feel like if you let them, it's mostly just the sudden shift in temperature and humidity is just the neck's just gonna so just wait for it to warm up in the bag, and then you can take it out and then you're good to go. But yeah.
Yep.
You want to hear a few sounds on this thing? I guess the laptop apparently is translating all right. You guys want to hear some sounds? Let's do it. Yeah, cool. Do you want to play?
Yeah, I can do some stuff. Ronnie just said Jimmy John's is coming to Canada.
Oh, Derek's distracted now.
Yeah.
We're good.
Oh, dude, I get Subway like twice a week.
Snarf, bro.
What's that? What's that?
Just find it. It's
Yeah, just find snarf.
Yeah, less small.
Jimmy John's got nothing.
Snarf.
Snarfs. Is it a sandwich place?
Local sandwich. shop.
I
Cool.
got like 10, around 10 different, even 10 shops. They're amazing.
Awesome. Good to know.
Shit.
We gotta-
All right.
All right, Derek's gonna show you the delete channel first. So it does have, as we said, it's the same feature set. It's got the onboard reverb.
Oh, and this is my new delay pedal.
Got a good level for you guys. Turn it up a little bit.
That's without the wide switch. It just gets bigger. Close.
So I have a question about the clean stream. Is
Yeah.
it still clean, or does it have any?
You get it to break up if you've got the wide switch on and you've got
Like
like,
a
decent,
bridge humbucker.
decently hot humbucker. Yeah.
Yeah, specifically, so for anyone who didn't hear, Colton here asked us if the clean channel's the same, where it just stays really clean, and it does. But if you hit it with a bridge humbucker with like full volume, you can kind of get it to break a bit.
Yep. Very nicely.
Which I think this does do a bit more than the.
Yeah, 34s will break up faster too. Like they've got more grit to them. This guitar also has like, I think they're the like 498 Ts. Like the first Okay. Overdrive.
This is
for
the
electronic.
this is the Derek. Everyone's saying the guitar audio sounds
Like I said, we wasted $100,000
on gear.
gear,
Just do it on the
lights, and
MacBook.
everything. Yeah.
This channel.
Yeah.
And same thing, channel 2 does have the different drive stages, so this is the red.
I like how it doesn't fuzz out as much as the older generators did. Like
Yeah.
it just gets like thicker.
Yeah. Like it still has the girthy low end, but
And a noise gate.
noise gate works. But yeah, you're right, it's not as fuzzy.
That's purple channel. And red.
That is without a boost, Adrian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to hear it with a 7-string?
Yeah, that's why I grabbed it. Here, I'll
Yeah.
Mute this. Same thing. The low end's real tight. That's what I like about it. Primarily on the purple channel.
Thank you.
treble channel too, like it's I don't know, it feels like it's a bit tighter, you know, like for that kind of percussive stuff. Pretty much that. Yeah, so it's real tight still. But I don't know. I like this, like the sag of the red channel is something that's growing on me for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And for like, it's just
Yeah.
very, I don't know, it pumps. But yeah, that's how she sounds. And yeah, same thing on board reverb, so like for the leads and all that
There's a lot of reverb.
That is a lot of reverb. I cranked it a little bit, but oh, the delay's on. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, does the thing. Does the thing that you want it to do. So, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of a culmination of all the different aspects that we've liked of all the generators down the line, and we're super happy with how it turned out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, hit us up. There'll be some videos and stuff popping up on it in the next day or two on YouTube and on social media. So thanks for guys for coming and hanging tonight. And we're gonna cut it way short tonight just because stuff's not working properly, and we have a bunch of friends here that
At
want
least
to try this
At
amp.
least
So,
we know this works. We can just
Yes.
stream with the MacBook.
Yes.
And it sounds good. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll have a bunch more info coming on this soon. And for those who are wondering, yes, there will be news on the G50 at some point soon.
Yep.
So
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Thanks, guys.
take care.
Cheers.
We'll see you later.